Welcome Geeks! I'm Cliff Kark, here for your update with Accessory Geeks. Those lovable cell phones, those baby cell phone cases that we have been searching a home for, have finally found their wish. They got their home. Top story later on. Well, that's right, Cliff. These little guys are going crazy for their new home. Well, here's back to you, Cliff. Well, thank you for that. There is still no sighting of the lovable host Miller from the Accessory Geeks team.
Now look, I bloody told you. If I knew where he was, I would have turned him in already.
Our heart goes out with you, wherever you are, Miller. This just in, there's an urgent queue message from the AccessoryGeeks.com team. Please, roll cameras.
Hello fellow geeks, my name is Robot Geek, informing you today that Friday, March 12, 2010, the androids are taking over the AccessoryGeeks.com. Their offices will be unavailable due to a mass warehouse inventory count. We understand that your time is urgent and we will be ready for your geeky needs on Monday morning. We do appreciate your influence with Accessory Geeks and hope that you will continue with this grand vogue. We will continue to provide all your needs as soon as possible, and that means Monday. As a reminder, there is no office hours Friday, March 12, 2010. As a reminder, there is no office hours Friday, March 12, 2010. Have a great weekend, geeks, 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 and always remember, you got it from a geek.
Run for it, there's no hope for us.